hello. I have to come this way to see any anyway. Hello, welcome to Barbara Archibald Pause Adventure, where I will be hanging out with you. So this is my first time going live, guys. The first time. I'm always going live on Facebook and stuff like that. But this is my first time ever on this channel. I've not done a live in years on YouTube. So I am kind of rusty tonight, and you won't see my face just because I am working on, this is just like a test run for tonight. I am not going to pressure myself into anything tonight because it's my first time and I'm freezing. It's cold, so I'm just positioning myself to go now. All right, so there you can see my hands, but you probably won't see any face right now. So here I have my tool. I don't see anybody. I hope somebody can hear me though. I need to check if somebody can hear me. Give me a minute. Let me get my headphone. So guys, I literally just start learning knitting on the AddiExpress you're looking at, and I spend hours and hours trying to understand what I'm doing. And I said to myself, why don't I share? Now, just a quick rundown who I am, what I do, why this channel. So I am Barbara Archibald, and I own a business called Barbara Archibald Pause Adventure. I do have a business where I make pet products, and I make pet clothing, as you can see those other short videos on my channel. I also do market. I sell at markets when I get in one, and I share what I do every day. Mostly, I wouldn't say every day, but I try to post every day on TikTok and on Facebook. I do other stuff too. I can sew. I don't sew professionally for anyone, but I can sew, and I said, why not share what I can do with everybody? You know, while having the pet store, which is just really virtual or physical, I will go to the market. Why don't I just share in between what I do? So that's me in a nutshell, and I love to do things with my hand. So let me just first see, since I'm coming live for the first time in so many years, I won't tell you what I used to do before. I'll tell you that another time. let's just focus on this one now. So I'm gonna try and find myself on YouTube, and just try to see what. Let me see if I can find myself first. I'm gonna find myself. Give me a moment. Okay. I can't believe I didn't subscribe to myself. One moment. I have other channels and I'm literally on another one trying to find myself. And I never subscribe to myself. That is so not okay. So I'm finding myself and I'm there. Okay, yeah, I found myself. Yee! Let me subscribe. I'm gonna subscribe to myself. So funny. Alright, that's so funny. I'll never subscribe to myself. Let me see if I can actually share my own video too. Because I don't know how to do that. So like I'm a stranger to myself. How about that? That is really funny. I wonder if YouTube would allow, Facebook would allow, join me live. Okay, how do I say this? I'm gonna take out the code. I hope it works. First, let me do that and just do that. And right. I'm trying to tell others to come on. Say please, use the magic word. Ugh. This girl not playing. I'm not playing. Watch me live. Where's my big smile? I need a big smile. I'm trying to find a big smile. Okay. There it is. But increase your reach. Not now, dear. I'm not posting anything. Alright, so yeah, guys. Hi. I'm here for the first time. And please comment. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're from. Tell me your name and stuff. Let's have some fun, right? Let's have some fun. And I set up a way now so I can actually see. So my phone is over my head. My laptop is in front of me and I'm using OBS streaming. Yes, I am using. It's a long time I haven't used OBS. So we're gonna talk AddiExpress. Yeah. So when I first got this machine, I'm telling you, I wanted it to do some dog clothes for my pet. No, I'm gonna just show you what I actually do, because let me just show you. I know you see some shorts, but I'm gonna actually show you my product. This is my product. Okay, I made these, not the dog, of course. I make these dog banners, bandanas, sorry. I made these dog bandanas for Christmas season here, and I'm selling them for $20 in person. So it's gonna be $20 plus shipping, and I don't know what shipping is because I never ship anything, not yet at least. Canada Post did tell me that it would cost me like $9 if I use Canada Post, but as for anything else, it's way more expensive. I'm telling you, and I'm whispering it because I don't want nobody to hear me saying that. So I made these dog shirt, and so this is just telling you a little bit about me and my business and this channel. I made this one for Canada Day. Of course, they weren't sold. I guess people weren't in the mood for dog clothes for Canada Day. So yeah, I made these shirts, and I also do these print like a heat press. I bought them from a guy in my community. I asked him to make them for me, and I heat press them myself. And this is my logo. And here, this is for a large dog. It's for a large dog. You can see. No, actually, the size. Let me see the size. This is a medium dog. Yeah. And as I said, I was selling them for $20 in person, so it would be like $20 if it have to be shipped. It's not included shipping, but yeah. All right. So, and let me show you the other one I made. So these are the last set I did, and I stopped because I have so much dog clothes. I'm going to, one of these nights, I'm going to give you a real good tour of all the dog stuff I made. But this was the last set that I made. Hope you can see that well. Yeah, cute little dress for your little baby fur. And it's for Christmas bandana as well. All right, so that's basically. Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet still, because I have some beautiful bandanas, over 60 out of them. Yeah, and lots of t-shirt. So that's just giving you just this little fraction of what I do. And also, so now for the Christmas, I was thinking that it's Christmas. And by the way, just to back up a little bit, I started this business last year. December 3rd, actually, I got registered, legally registered, and actually launched my business. So wow, I did not remember to celebrate. So I didn't celebrate my anniversary. Shame on me. But it's not too late. We're in December still. So I would say the whole month of December should be my celebration of anniversary. So this is my first anniversary. This month is my first anniversary when I started my business, because I started last year. So woohoo, happy anniversary to me, right? Okay, and that's kind of unique because I'm coming live on YouTube on this channel for the first time for my business, so that's a good thing. All right, so the next thing is I wanted to say how I end up with the knitting. So I really started with the hand and it just wasn't working out. So I wanted a cardigan for myself and I ended up crocheting a really nice cardigan. Now I'm gonna give you a tour of that too. And I was going to the UK for a visit. That was a surprise trip. And I ended up, when I'm traveling, I usually like to make my own clothing. And I made some really nice clothing. So I'm going to give you a tour of that too for myself, of course. And coming down now, because I had this in mind, I had the knitting, because the crochet really take a long time, but it's also relaxing, and that's for me. So back to the Christmas season and what I was thinking that I would like to do, to make some sweaters for the pet clothing, to make a line of stuff for the pet. But in how long it took me to crochet, I start leaning back to the knitting, and that's how I end up purchasing this AddiExpress knitting machine. Now I must tell you, I did buy the Central first, the 22 needle, and it was not very kind to me. Let's say that word. I wouldn't say it's a bad machine, but my first impression for a knitting machine was not a good one. And after working with this machine, I come to realize it wasn't such a bad machine. It's just that I did not know how to use it. So let me just give it that rating. Now, I quickly got rid of it in the very first week I bought it, the 22 Central. Literally got rid of it. Out of my way, out of my sight, give me back my money kind of thing. And finally broke down and bought this on Amazon, right? Okay, I'm getting a notice here. AddiExpress is using hand gesture. Okay. Okay, let me just read that notification because I cannot understand what it is saying. So it says, turn on reaction to the okay with a hand gesture during a video call. Okay. Click on the status menu, then click, I can't see, reaction. I don't know what they're asking me to do. I can't do anything right now. Okay, it's saying my hands are too much in the way. And because of that, I need to do something about it. I can't do anything about it. Sorry. Not right now. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So I know some of you don't like the talking like myself when I'm watching a video, but since it's my first video and this is just a test, let's tell you about me, right? And why I'm here for those who want to continue to listen to me and follow me. That way I don't have to repeat myself. And so buying this machine taught me a lot of hard lesson, which I'm still very excited about because I learned some things that is not so boring. Now, you know, the only stitch I thought it does was just this stitch here. Okay, I'm showing you this now for the first time. This is the chain stitch that it does. And after doing some really nice crochet, I was thinking to myself, this is too boring. Of course, you know, that starts stressing me out already. So I said, I need to learn some stuff. So I back off a bit, completely off from the idea of making any pet stuff right now. And I just need to learn. So I'm going to give myself the chance to learn. And while I am on this learning journey, I don't mind carrying you with me, because those who you just buy a machine, you're thinking about it, let me tell you, it's a trip. So to kind of not make you feel all alone with your Addie or your Central, I just want to share the learning experience with you, right? So let's get into the first thing. If you are not familiar with this, now how did I end up with this? I don't know what it's called, but I some time ago bought a loop. Now if you know, let me show you what a loop is. I'll rather show you, because some people, I had to learn the name for a very long time. So let me just show you. Okay, I'm not gonna carry the whole set. Let me just carry the smallest one so you know what I'm talking about. Just one, I will take one. Get this out of the way. Alright. So this is a loop, okay? I bought the set because I still was interested in knitting. I cannot knit and I just need to learn. I want to knit. So I bought the set up and I got different size. And it came, this here, this pick came with it. And that's how I end up with this cutie, which is vital for this machine. Now they don't give you one with this machine, which is a shame. I think it should come with one, but what they give is this here, which actually, if you look at it carefully, you would see the same bend. Can you see it? Let me see if I can get you close up to the camera. Let me like kind of put my hand so you can see. Can you see the bend? Right, it has the same look. So I guess they're compensating for this here. And you see a lot of people using it with this, with their Addie, with their Central. Yeah, so you know they have one of these sets. Everybody, I believe, start out with one of these. because when you look at the price of these Addy and Sendro, it's intimidating at first to actually get one. So people usually just start with these, right? And of course you do a project or two and then you put it down and you don't want to use it again because it's so much work. But anyway, let's get past all of that now. So this is important if you're gonna use an Addy. This is also important because you need to put the yarn through to cast off your work properly so it doesn't pull out on you. You need a nice little scissors to cut, especially if you're changing yarn and casting on a new one in your design. You also need a crochet needle, crochet hook is what they call it, hook. All of these things I had to learn. I know nothing about crochet, I know nothing about knitting, I know nothing about looping, hooping, or whatever it's called. I know about sewing because sewing is what I do, right? But yeah, so I'm getting into these and I'm absolutely enjoying it. So you're gonna need one of these. So if you go to a thrift store and you see them, or you see them at a yard sale, get them. All of these little things, if you see them hanging around, get familiar with them. You're going to need them. Anywhere you see them and you see them for a really good price, grab it. You also need a tape measure, okay? Because the only thing that actually comes out from what I show you, the only thing that really comes with this Addy is this. I did not even get I didn't get a crochet needle, which is weird because when I bought the Central, I actually got a crochet needle. So I was surprised I did not get a crochet needle with this. What I got was some white keys, so like 3 extra white and I think 1 black, and I'll explain all of that too. So let me sip my tea. I am drinking Jamaican ginger tea. Yeah, I have a habit of making my tea and it just go completely cold because I forget to drink it. So if you're a tea drinker, I'm not really, I just get into it because I get really thirsty and I do it without any sugar. So it really quench my thirst, plus it helps me with GERD if you have acid reflux. And it helps you sleep too. It gives you a really nice good night's sleep. Alright, so now that I have my sip, you can go and get your sip too. You'll get some tea. If you never drink tea, it's really good to help you to sleep. Alright, let's get back to it. So I learned a lot. Now, to be honest with you, I am still trying to figure out how to calculate the stitches, what I want. Like, it's not easy. So let me tell you right now, as a person who struggles with ADHD and learning disability and everything, is just really take me longer to learn. It's a challenge. And what I'm doing currently is just basically just watching other people video and like literally just go step by step. So as I get certain things, I'm going to explain to you. It took me forever to learn how to do a cast on. So I can't lift this up now because it's bolted to the chair, to the table, and you'll get something when you receive one. it has a thing that comes with a thing that help you bolt it to a table, which is very good because you need that, like you need that. All right, so it has circular and it has panel mode. It also comes with a clip, but to be honest with you, the clip is frustrating. I think you do better without using the clip that it comes with. The clip is just something that, let me show you. Let me show you the clip. I have my goodies. This is how I store my stuff, right? Everything is in here. I got these at the dollar store. So when you're into these things, whenever you buy anything, make sure you start buying storing stuff to put them in, because you need space and you need storage and you need something that you can actually find them, you can see them. So this is all for just knitting and crochet, literally. So you see how much collection I have already? And you need markers, stitch markers. I'm going to show you all of that. So if you never do it and you want to do it, there's so many little things you need to learn. All right, so let's show you. Here's a clip. There's the needle. No, this is not the clip. This is one of the needle for here if it ever breaks. Right. All right, let's show you the clip. This is the clip. How it works. You put it on, and it clips shut, and it will prevent it from moving. Here, let me show you. Can't go any further. I mean, it's a good idea when you're just learning, put it that way. But after a while, you realize you don't need it, because if you have too much tension in your hand and in your body, and you're trying your best to get the stitch, right, you're gonna pull too hard and it's gonna click and break something. So I would say don't use it. Don't use it. It's not good. So I did buy, how I got some of these stuff. I bought some yarn. I'll tell you about that another day, but let's tell you what you need right now and learn how to use them. You need stitch markers. What are stitch markers? Here. This is how they look. It is used to put how far you reach in a project, to mark where you are and where you'd like to come back to. That's important, okay? Your starting point or where you'd like to come back to. So these are stitch markers, and it's very useful when a stitch slips off, which happens very often, and you would think to yourself, I just want to learn this and I don't want to learn how to fix it, because I shouldn't be able to. I just want to do it. I don't want to be going backwards to fixing anything, because that's how good I think and easy it should be. No, it's not. So let me burst your bubbles there. You need stitch markers, and you have to learn how to fix it, because if you don't learn how to fix a stitch that jumps off, baby, I tell you right now, you're not cut out for this thing. I had to learn that before I move on. Yes, I did. All right. trying to think what else. It has a timer. It comes with a timer. I hope you can see, because as I said, I can't move it, and I don't want to move the camera either. So another day I'll give you a better tour. I'll plan for that. But right now, this is just a test. I just want to just tell you some important things while we're doing the first video, okay? All right, so let's get this out of the way so you understand what is this, the stitch marker, the clip to prevent you from moving. I showed you that little black thing, which is not necessary. You would learn later on. At first you're gonna think, oh, that's a good idea, oh my god, that's so nice. After a while you say, I don't think so. Anyway, the timer. Now let me explain this thing to you because I had to learn. If you notice some little marks, I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but as I said, I don't want to move anything right now because since my first video, let's just talk, and another time we go in depth. It has a timer, and I notice that it enjoys counting on the double, meaning say you're trying to do, if you do crochet or anything, you just want to do one row. Your one row will end up to be 2 counts. Okay, 2 counts. So my suggestion to you right away to resolve that problem is download, and it's free. On your device, go to AddiExpress app. On there, they have a counter. All right? And the counter can help you to give you accurate counting. Because a lot of people complain and say, it doesn't work. Let me show you. This, they say, don't work. But it's not that it doesn't work. It's designed to use for a certain way. But if you want accurate while you're learning, here's the row counter on the AddiExpress. So you would put it beside you somewhere, you know, like put it somewhere where you can see it. And as you complete one row, you know what your one row is, and you're coming back. Before you come back, because when you're coming back, you know, that's two, to me that's 2 row, right? So you need accurate row, because the way how the Addi counts, it doubles it, and that's not 1 row. It giving you two for your one. Do you understand? 2 counts for your one. So you want to have a counter, and you count your row. And when you come back, you know, you count it again. Do you understand? That way you're mentally on your plan, right? Because if you do crochet, you would know that you're messed up trying to use this, because you're used to doing the crochet going this way, and then you turn the garment, and then you're going that way, and you call it 2, and then you're coming back this way, and then you're doing this, and you know you go that way and you go this way, but then you already do 2 and this telling you you do 1. You get me? So you are at 2 and this is counting you as 1. That's confusing, I know. But anyway, that's why you need a row counter. So just download the AddiExpress on your phone, on your device, and just put it up for your row counting. All right, I hope I went through all that. Now I know you want to see some action. So here's what I'm going to do, and then I'll tell you good night. So for your action now, woohoo! Are you excited? Let's get into the exciting part. Now, if you ask me if I've done anything yet on it, I could boast and say I did, but it's not complete, so I'm not gonna boast. So, I know that's all the way. I use you need proper lighting when you're doing this thing too. So I can get closer to see. All right, make sure you're at 0 low. All right, let's show you. I'm going to show you how to cast on. Mine is on the, can't even see. Okay, I'm on the circular mode. I'm not on panel. Let me make sure because I can't really see. There have a light somewhere. Round. Yeah, I think I'm under circular mode already. So let's keep it safe and simple. Circular mode. When you're going on the circular mode, you have to start at the beginning of the black key. When you're going on panel, there you go. Am I confusing you? No, it's the other way around. Let me try it. Let me try it as something. Give me a minute. Okay, it is panel that you go the opposite direction. Okay, got it. So when you're going on panel, you start on the white key that's in front of the black key. That's panel. Write it down because I have to test it to remember which one. When you want panel mode, meaning you don't want it on the circular, you want it on panel. You just want it from here to here. That's what that means. You don't want it all the way around. You just want it from here to here. You use the white key that's in front of the black key, right? All right. So, and when you want it on the circular mode, then you start at the black key, the first black key that's in front of the white key. If you want to do numbers, and that's another story, that will be number 1 for you. So this first black key is number 1. Okay, so that's where you start. But when you want to do panel, you're going to start on number 4. So that's very, very important to note because I had to learn that the hard way on my own. All right, so I'm down on the circular, and that's always the easiest, to be honest with you, because you don't have to worry about anything else. You just go. So here's what we're going to learn how to cast on. Now, let's talk yarn. 3.75 is good. 3.25 weight yarn is good. Like, for example, this is 3. I'll show you. I think I got this at the dollars. I don't remember where I got this. I get this somewhere reasonable. You see that? 3, the number 3. Right? It's good, but you have to be careful. You have to watch it, because according to them, for Addi, it wasn't really designed for it, but it can be used. It only will make sure you're not stretching it too much. at the same time you still have to watch it and give it a little bit of attention because it will slip off. But the recommendation is the one that says number 4 and it goes up to 5, and I hear about 6 but I'm not so sure about that one. So anything that says 4 is made for it. Now, as I said, I'm just going to show you how to cast on, which took me hours to learn because I could not understand what they were talking about. But anyway, we're at the black key and we're going in circular. You put the yarn in front, should you call it, because you're sitting in front of it, so you're going to put it at the front, right? Like this. You see where I keep pushing it? Make sure you put it at the front and make sure it hook into that little hook up top, right? And you have a long piece come out, but this is, this is your, try and have waste yarn. Waste yarn is very good to start with. Waste yarn helps your work to be neat and less problem to fix. So it's good to start with a waste yarn, and this would be my waste yarn. Okay, now watch me. I'm gonna move the handle and then I'm gonna put the yarn at the back. Remember, we start at the front, then we're going to the back, and then we're coming back to the front on the next one, which is the 3rd key. See that? And that one locks down. And then we're going to the back. And then we do the same thing. And we keep repeating back, front, back, front, back, front. You never ever get down in here. You don't, let me use something to show you what I'm talking about. Never try to get into this when you're casting on. You don't need to, let me come over here. You don't need to hitch anything under the bottom here. You don't need to do that when you're casting on. Okay? So I am at the front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. And you keep doing that. You only do it with the keys, not what's down at the bottom. Front, back. That's as it comes up. So if you notice how it moves, it only rise right here. You keep on doing that until you reach at the last key behind the one you started at number 1. And I'm almost there, and I am there. I am at my last key. This is a 46 key. Remember, we started with this black one, and this was number 1. So this is what you're gonna do. Make sure, see where it's at. This is the last key. Make sure it comes around it, like so. And you put it in that little hoop there. It's called a gauge. I would recommend use the first hole. And I had to learn something from ChatGPT about this. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This thing was on 0. And with just demonstrating and doing all of that, I'm already at number 4. How did that happen? I'm at 4 row and I did not do 4 row. That's what I'm talking about. It counts the thing at all the way. So now I have to put it back. It's hard to see because my light is so far from me. Hold on. I have to work with a light very close to it. Let me see if I can slip the light in there, because this is just not working out like that. Like, I need to be able to see my work. All right, let's do that. All right, so that's 6. See, it's a good thing I brought light. I was not at 0. Now I'm at 0. So you put the thing right here. Put it at the first one. Is a reason for it. It helps it catch properly into the needle. Then you would hold it like this, because you still have to guide it, and make sure your ends are loose. Yeah, a easy flow, and nothing is tight or hitched or anything like that. And then you crank the arm, and it's noisy because each time you hear the click, it's giving you a row already. It already just start counting a row. So I'm talking about. There you go. Now you have to check, make sure that nothing slips off and everything is consistent. Don't pull too hard. Just gently hold it and guide it. See that? Everything is in order. Nothing is out of order. So the circular mode is pretty easy, and I would say do 5 counts. It tells me I'm at row 2 already. So let's go. Let me sip some more tea. I'm so glad I have the tea very hot tonight, because every night I'm so engulfed in what I'm doing and my tea go cold. So I'm appreciating this moment. All right, keep moving. It's good to do at least 5 rows of your waist yarn. It's called a waist yarn because you're going to take it off at the end of your project. So it's counting that I've done 3 rows already. Keep going. Everything still looks good. And it says I've done 4. Now it will give you a good count when you're on the circular, I must say, but on the panel, man, it messes you up big time. Big time. So, yeah. I know I am at 5. But did I actually have 5 rows? Let's count it. So that would be 1 there, 2, 3, 4. So it means that I need to go around to finish my 5. Because remember, it started counting 1 even before I started. So yeah, that makes sense. Oops. Never let that happen to you. Okay, I was using see, I wasn't anticipating that my waist yarn was this short. Don't let it happen to you. Please do it from a roll. Do your waist yarn from a roll. This must never happen to you, okay? And if it does, just back up a bit, but backing up would mess you up because that roll would start to jump off and all kind of stuff. So I would say, okay, for me personally, I would just start over. So and this is a good lesson. Say you want to cast off. Say you finish your work, okay, and you want to cast off, but you don't want to mess up your work. You need to get, first of all, you need to go around. Go around 1 time. Remember where you stop, that little thing here. Just go around one time. And then stop at this card here, because this is where it actually finished. And then you're gonna make sure you have your thing. You just thread the needle. After your needle is thread, you start picking it up this way. You pick it up and you move it, pick it up as you go along, pick it up as you go along. I'm not going to show all of that. I'll come back another day and give you a proper demonstration, because as I said, this video is a test. It's my first time. It's just to test how I would go live on my YouTube channel, because I've been wasting all my life on Facebook and TikTok, and I'm not really getting the full support that I was expecting or anticipating. So I decided to go to the rest of the world for the support, which is always YouTube if you want to go to the rest of the world. So I am going to make sure I put some due diligence into my preparation when I'm coming, so that I have all the information for you. I'm ready. I'm not going to say, oh, I'll get into it another time. I'm not going to do that to you. I promise you, okay? I'm going to stick to what we're going to do, and we're going to do it in depth. So casting off, you have to thread a needle. It's a darning needle. Darning, it's called. You thread it. It's called thread, okay? You don't string needle. It's a term. Stringing is something that Jamaicans use, but the proper word is you thread. Thread. When you're doing a sewing machine, you thread the sewing machine. When you doing this same thing, you thread it with a yarn. This is not a thread, it's a yarn. Okay, so learn terms. And then you're gonna pick up. See, this one is lifting off already. You pick it up this way. See how the bend part of the needle come in handy, and you move it. You move it as you go, like, and it start coming off already, and you pick it up. And I feel like I missed one here. I caught it. Here it is. And you go through that one and you pick up this one, and you pick up the other one. Don't miss anything, because if you miss one, I'm telling you, you're not gonna like it. You're gonna cry. And you continue like that. Go right around and pick them up with the needle. Make sure, I tell you, you don't even have to wait till it go around. You can just start picking them up. The reason why you can do this, because you went around. Remember the most important thing, you go around once back to where you end, and then you can do this. You can literally do this, going all around it. This is how you cast off, okay? Let nobody tell you otherwise. It's safe, it's better. Doesn't matter if it's a waste yarn. Practice casting off like this. It will save you lots of time and effort. You're gonna come all the way, but these are not ready to lift yet, so we work with what we can work with until we get all the way around. And then if you're stretching yourself too far, then you just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And this is why you have a longer, see, when I just jump off, you have a longer edge, because a longer tail to do all of this. No, I did not anticipate that it would have ended, and that's why I'm in this dilemma. It ended too soon, Let's get this out here. It ended too soon for me. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Instead of jumping off, don't let it happen. Don't let it jump off on you because it will reel out. It's important. This locks it in place. And you keep doing that until you get right around it. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Oops. This one just fell out. To grab it before you lose it. Grab it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And give yourself some more. You keep going, keep lifting it off. Keep lifting. Keep lifting. And you keep, make sure you're not splitting yarn. I just split one. Meaning instead of lifting up the whole thing, you're splitting it and going through the actual yarn. Don't do that. Not good. And you keep going. It will hold it in place. This hold everything in place for you. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And there is the last one. I split this one. And you have another one to do, which is your last, and it has to lift so you can get it off. This is your last one. And you don't want to come off. There. There. See? You have stuff, but you would, it wouldn't, let me quickly explain it. It wouldn't look like this. It's just because of my yarn finish before I actually cast on my actual working yarn. So as I said, another time we're going to do this properly. Bottom line is you get some very important information that you have to get, because you're going to be stuck in these little places that I mentioned, and you can't afford. You will get stuck and you will be discouraged. So to prevent all of that from happening, let's learn the little important things, shall we? All right, well, that's it for tonight. Happy anniversary to me, to Barbara Archibald Paws Adventure, my month of celebration when I started this business. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully tomorrow, because I'm just going to have so much fun. But I'm not going to tell you when, because right now I'm really busy, and I put a lot of stuff on hold because I was trying to focus on learning lace and all those things, which I'm going to get into. But we'll take one step at a time, okay? So thanks for joining. Please comment. Please tell me where you're from, and tell me what you are, why did you come across this video. If you're just curious, you're thinking about it, and you're searching for something and you came across, please share and let me hear your thoughts. And if you have questions, if I can answer, I will do that. All the best. Have a good night. See you soon.